All right. It's Prop the Mic. We're live. It's Thursday, December 5th. We got a nice NBA slate. We got a beautiful Thursday night football game tonight. We just come in with Jordan and I for this one. The units are up again. I had a decent night last night. But I think overall the market was down. I think a lot of NBA losses last night. Not sure exactly why, but the prop market was definitely down. But anyway, we'll get into that in just 1 second. Before we get started, just want to remind everyone of the special promo we've got going on with props.cash to give PTM viewers 50% off, not the usual 25, but 50% off their first month using code PTM50. You see us using props.cash on every podcast we put out, so take advantage of the opportunity to try it out for yourself at 50% off using code PTM50. What's going on, Jordan? How are we feeling today?
Feeling pretty good. My Mavs made the NBA Cup, so actually, I think they had to win by 5, and they won just by 5 points, which was pretty phenomenal. They were down like quite a bit in the fourth quarter, rallied, and got the win by 5. So it was an awesome game to watch on Tuesday. I guess it's Tuesday, but yeah, feeling good about these games today. Great NBA slate, and like you said, great Thursday night football game.
Yeah, for sure. Best Thursday night football game, I feels like, of the season so far. So really looking forward to that one. But let's get into the NBA slate first, and then we'll wrap up with Thursday night football. As much as I know you were wanting to maybe play something in the Dallas-Washington game with a massive 15-point spread, we're going to lay off that one, and we'll skip right over that and go to Denver coming into Cleveland to play the Cavs. Cavs are 4.5-point favorites at home. Totals 233.5. What were you liking in this game?
There's a few actually. First one was I like Jokic's threes. For him to clear his threes line, it's over 1.5. I got -120 on FanDuel this morning. He's cleared in 7 straight games, and if you just look away this season as well, he's cleared it in 5 of 6. I'll wait for you to pull up.
Yeah, hang on one second. Just pulling that up. Share. Saying we're running into an issue sharing your screen. Okay, that's great. Hang on a sec. Let's try. Any luck there?
Got a black screen. We got some kind of screen.
Let's see here. Let's refresh this.
Hey, there we go.
Come on. Filling in for Dave here. He's usually got this. All right. Can we see it now?
We love this.
Got it?
Yes.
All right. There we go.
It's beautiful. We love Props.cash.
Yes, we do. All right. Let's take a look. Let's go to Denver at Cleveland, and we'll go down and find Nikola Jokic. This was a play Dave and I actually also looked at this morning. His threes. It was popping on our sheet here. All right.
Yep. So, like I said, 7 straight. So it looks pretty great there. And then if you just click on away for this season, he's also cleared in 5 out of 6 away on the season. So really like that. Cleveland, look at it says they rank 10th versus in threes versus centers, but they're actually like closer to like 22nd or something like that. So they actually have given up quite a few the last few games. And then if you just look at recent centers against them, Valanciunas didn't hit his line, but he's a little bit older, so we'll give him a pass. Porzingis hit 3, Okongwu hit 1, Al Horford hit 4, Grant Williams 2, Vucevic 2. Even going down a little bit further, you see Brook Lopez 2. So he's actually been taking more attempts to, looking at his attempts the last 3
There you go. Look at that.
Even the
Yeah.
last 3 games, so it's 7, 3, and 7. So he's I guess those are away games I'm looking at, but yeah, his attempts have been
Yeah, but
up.
even his last
Yeah,
5
last
overall, 7, 7, 7, 3, 4. Yeah.
Yep. So he's shooting the three. Um, this team is just a little bit different this year. The Nuggets haven't looked as great as they have in the past. I think they're finally fully healthy. Um, but I still think this is an element of like Jokic's game that he's been trying to incorporate more this season, and especially away.
Yeah, I think he's had to take on a lot more of the scoring load, which I think he's not so happy about doing. But to keep them
Hmm.
in things, I think that's kind of the way it's had to go this season in Denver.
Yep. And I think this is
So
a game too where I just looked at like also losses because I mean they're facing one of the best teams in the NBA at Cleveland, and in losses he's cleared in 5 straight. I could see them chasing this game, getting behind, and Jokic trying to make up for that with some threes. So I
yeah,
think it fits the script as well.
yep. I like that one. Yeah, that was one that was popping out in our model today. Um, all right, let's go. We Dave and I were on. This was like a like a 2-leg builder kind of day. Some days just kind of work out that way. Today was one of those days, and one of them that we put together was from this game. So the first leg was Michael Porter Jr. points. We liked him altered down to 15 points. See, amazing hit rates there. 16 of
Yep.
19 games this season. You see, even those, one of those games he only played 28 minutes. Take him up to 28, 29 minutes. I mean, look at that. 15 points for him is a home run, especially lately. A couple misses early in the season. So that's leg number one. If you look at, we could just take a look. Points, small forwards against Cleveland, pretty good. Power forwards a little less, but I think we put him at small forward there. And then the other leg, Christian Braun. We like bringing him down. So look, super consistent. I mean, he hasn't scored less than 11 points in a single game all season. So obviously we like him at 10. We think the reason his scoring's down here a bit. You could see minutes not down huge, but I think the Aaron Gordon coming back into the rotation off his injury is kind of decreasing Brown's usage a little bit. So we can just bring down. It's a nice, beautiful chart when you see all green there. So you could get Michael Porter Jr. 15 plus points, Christian Braun 10 plus points. That's plus 108 on FanDuel. Love that play today for these two guys. Did you have anything else from this game?
Yeah, I have a couple more plays. I like
right.
Aaron Gordon you just mentioned. I like him to clear his points, rebounds, and assists line.
Okay.
And he has a couple games where he didn't clear, but if you put the minutes filter on, he plays 25 plus minutes.
There you go.
He's cleared in 6 out of 7 so far this year. And then just looking at Cleveland's defense, you click on power forwards versus Cleveland. 20, you can see 20th in points, 29th in rebounds, 26th in assists. So the matchup is also pretty great here as well. So I really liked this spot for Gordon. I honestly think the Lions. I think I got 20. Let's see what I got it at.
Yeah, it looks like Caesar's 21 and a half. Looks like it's probably gone up a little bit.
Yep, I got it at 21 and a half minus 105 on BetMGM. So I posted that this morning on the Discord.
There it is. Right
Give that little plug. Get a little bit discount on the Lions if you are in the Discord rather than seeing it on here. But yeah, I just really liked this spot for him today. And then another play that I have as well is Darius Garland. He's been great at home. Matchup's also pretty good for him here, especially in a few categories: points, assists, and 3-pointers. I'm actually going to just run a little builder here. I'm taking him for 6 plus assists, which he's done in 10 out of 12 this year.
There you go.
Denver ranks 27th in assists versus point guards. So I really like that little spot. I'm taking him for 2 plus threes. as well.
Every home game. Look at
every
that.
single home game this season.
Nice.
And then I'm going back to Aaron Gordon, and I'm taking Aaron Gordon for 2+ assists. And if you take out the one, if you just clear that filter, if you take out that
That was
one
the game
where
he got hurt in that game.
he played 4.3 minutes. So if you just put 5+ minutes, he's cleared in every single game. So
what I do like about this is his last 2 games since he's been back off that injury. It's these last 2 right here. He's had 4 and 5 assists, 5 and 8 potential assists in those games. That's nice.
Yeah, I really like that. And even looking at the matchup too, Cleveland ranks 26th in assists to power forwards. So it's a great little spot for him as well. So the matchups are good for all 3 of those. Consistency is really good. So it's a little builder that I posted in the Discord earlier today. I think that is at plus 109 for all 3 of those.
Nice.
Yeah,
some nice builders from this one. I got a couple more that actually span a couple games, but you said do you have more from this game?
Nope, that's it. That's all I got from this game. So
all right.
Yep.
So I have 2 components from this game. So let's hit them now while we're here, and then we'll jump over to those games. I want to see which one we should start with. Let's go with, we got a little rebound builder here. So Evan Mobley, 8 rebounds. I mean, just look, something changed right around here. I mean, you see rebound production the first half of the season, rebound production second half of the season. You also have a couple low minute games in here where he was under 20 minutes. That should not happen tonight. You bring that up. Look at this. He's done this in 9 of his last 10. I mean, that's 10 of his last 11 right there. We like him to bring him down to 8 rebounds. So now we're 74% hit rate on the season. So that's leg number 1. And we like pairing that with, switch over here to the Toronto game. Former Knick RJ Barrett for 6 rebounds. Again, nice hit rates. You can see big minutes. He's played 37, 38, 39 minutes over his last 3 games. That's with, if you worry about Scotty Barnes being around, look at him. There's 6 of his last 7 games with Scotty Barnes. He's cleared 6 assists. So I actually like it better. I feel like the offense kind of runs through Scotty. So I think when Scotty's out, that goes more towards RJ. But now with Barnes back, he's a little free to grab some more boards and not have the ball in his hand as much. So I think that's good, and you can see those rebound totals, especially starting here in this game against Boston. I mean, 8, 10, 9, 8, 9. Some nice totals there. So you put Mobley 8, RJ Barrett 6 rebounds. That's plus 121 on FanDuel. Love that 2-leg builder from this game. And then let me just do one more while we're still on Denver here. So Jamal Murray, guy who was popping out in our model for his straight assist line was popping out, and you can see why if you look here. I mean, look how consistent he's been lately.
Yep.
On the assists. So that is very nice. So but if we bring him down to 4 assists, now we get really nice hit rates. You can even see, the minutes in one of those games was 22 minutes. You bring him up here. He's had 4 assists in every game but 1 this season where he's played normal minutes. So that's leg number 1. We're pairing that with Marcus Smart from Memphis. His straight line is 4 assists. Look what he's done. Look what he's done lately since he's come back. Obviously, he got hurt in this game. We could factor that out. Look at this. 8 straight games and averaging. I mean, this is insane. He's averaging what is that? Probably close to 6 assists per game over that span. And if you want to see, if you worry about is that because Ja was out, we can look with Ja, 4 straight games, 6 assists in a row in games he's played with Ja. So you put Marcus Smart, 4 assists, Jamal Murray, 4 assists together, even plus 100 on FanDuel. That's a nice little 4 assist 2-legger that we're on today from Denver and from Memphis. I guess while we're on Memphis, did you have anything from that game?
Yep. I'm playing Jaren Jackson Jr. for him to clear his points line. I earlier this morning I got him at 18.5 at minus 125 on DraftKings. And if you're just looking at that, he's cleared 8 of his last 10, even just like the season, 15 of 20 this season. So pretty good hit rate there. Really like this spot for him. Sorry, I'm pulling some things up over here on my end.
Yeah.
But yeah, 10 of 11 at home with 23 plus minutes this season, and he should get there tonight, 23 plus.
That's nice.
Yep. So
Even
and then
with
Sacramento
Ja there, still gets it done. Yeah, 5 of 6 home games with
still
Ja.
gets it done with Ja.
Yeah.
Yep. You actually see kind of a uptick with Ja a little bit. So
yeah. It looks like it's 19.5 everywhere. You still like it at 19.5?
Yeah, I still like it at 19.5.
Yeah, I think
I was just okay with paying a little bit of juice and getting from 7 out of his last 10 to 8 out of his last 10. So Sacramento, they rank 24th versus power forwards and 11th versus center. So whichever one he's playing, Cleaning the Glass kind of has them split between playing both of those. It's probably just going to depend on if they need to play small, needing to play big, what are they needing to do. But really like him. I liked his threes today too, but I just decided to go points. It's been a lot more consistent. So
last 2 against Sacramento, the end of last season.
Yeah, last 2. 22, nice. 25. So really liked that. And even just like recent centers that have faced them, Şengün, kind of a similar type of big to Jaren Jackson. 24. No one's like Wemby, but he put up 34. Ayton's had 26. Going to some power forwards who can kind of flex between positions. Julius Randle had 21 recently. Yeah. So even guys like Clowney had 18.
Randall also had a game with 26 as well. Like when you see the same guy, the 2 games back to back.
Yeah, and Randall kind of can play both. So
yeah. All right.
Anyways, I really like that spot.
Yeah, that's good. I believe that was also one of the picks that was popping in our model today for Jaren Jackson points as well. So yeah, it's definitely good luck. Anything else from this one?
I don't have anything else from this one. Can we pop back to that OKC game?
Yeah, let's. Is it something tied to this game?
It's not. But if you have something else in this game, we can hit.
Oh yeah, I have. Wait till you see this one. You ready for this one?
All right, I'm excited.
So Malik Monk is starting now. Look at it. You can see his minutes. Let's click the last 5. Look at his minutes the last 4 games. 35, 36, 37, 35. And then look at his points. Look at his assists over the last 4 games. So let's put them together, right? Mm-hmm. And not only that, but let's bring his minutes up to 32. He's projected for 35 minutes tonight. There's Malik Monk with 32 minutes, 19 of his last 20 games, averaging 32.3 points and assists. You can get this. It's look at this. It's moving up. We just put this in on FanDuel at 22.5 minus 113. It's already at 23.5 minus 102. We literally, Dave and I have just put that in like a half hour before we started recording. So I would get on this one now. You can still get it on DraftKings for 22.5. I think this is a great look. Him and Sabonis have a great little connection, that pick and roll with him in that with him in the in the starters role now, playing big minutes. This is a no-brainer. I love this play.
Yeah, love it. Even looking at it, it's like it looks like he's been taking more threes and knocking down more threes as well. These last 4 games, he had 3,
Yeah.
8, 5, and 4. So his
Yeah.
attempts are up from a 3 as well.
15.
So
Look at 15 attempts in that game.
yeah. I mean, you hit 8 of them, 8 of 15 from 3. We'll let you shoot that many, you know. If I'm the
Exactly.
coach,
Yeah.
I'm like, just keep chucking, man. So
50%. Let's go. Better than 15%.
yeah,
50%. Sorry. Yeah. That's nice. And then
that's phenomenal from 3.
yes. And then the other one that I liked in this game was so I guess we're playing both big men here. So you were on Jaren Jackson. Dave and I were like in Sabonis today. So basically, what we did, I know, I should have introed when I said Dave and I have been doing these podcasts where we've been going down our list of picks that our model spits out as like having the best matchups that day, best spots. So Dave and I already did all that legwork and came up with this list. So all these picks are from that list, and we whittled them down, culled them together, combined a few of them, and that's what we were left with here. So the last one from this game was Sabonis over 18.5 points. You could see it's moving up. It looks like you could still get it at DraftKings for 18.5, but it was 18.5 everywhere not that long ago. And you could just see what he's done over these last, 8 of his last 10. And I think, obviously 21.5 points averaged over his last 10 games. Memphis, they played late last season, 25 points, though Memphis was a very different team last season, so I don't know how much you can read into that. But Sabonis over 18.5 points was the other leg that we love, or the other play that we liked from this game. So let's keep it going. You wanted to go back to OKC. Who you liking in this one?
Yeah, I'm liking Isaiah Hartenstein, former Knick, so I know you're gonna love that.
Yes.
And I'm taking his points, rebounds, and assists line. I liked his assist line as well, but I'm just taking points, rebounds, and assists. If you put a filter on for minutes, anytime or this season when he's played over 23 minutes, he's cleared in 5 out of 5. He went to the locker room for a little bit this past game. I don't know what kind of injury it was, but I think he's fine. He's not even on the injury report. It doesn't look like so. So yeah, I'm really liking this spot for him. Toronto has actually been pretty terrible against centers. I'm trying to pull this up real quick.
I got it right here.
Yeah, they haven't been. If you look at like the matchups too, recently, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would
look at Bam.
Say just look at Bam. He had a great couple of games. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up on my side too. So Bam had a great couple of games. Jalen Duren, even I guess you could put Isaiah Stewart as a center. Jared Allen, Rudy Gobert, and I would consider him more of like the Jared Allen, Rudy Gobert, Jalen Duren kind of type center that's more playing around the rim. Just you're kind of your typical rim runner, getting a lot of rebounds. So I really like this play for him today. Assist was also popping, so I was just like, I was going to play them all together. Because some of these centers have been having a lot of success.
Yeah, assist was a play that Dave and I almost gave out for this one. You could see what he's done, even when he was down in this last game. Overall, he still got there. His actually highest assist output of the season so far against Utah. And you see here, second best assist matchup centers against Toronto. I guess when Jakob Poeltl is your center, that's what can happen. I like that. I like the PRA as well. Points and rebounds were a play. We were all last week. We were cashing on Hartenstein points and rebounds. So with the way the assists have been lately and the matchup he's got, I think I like the angle you got here on the PRA. That's a good little pivot there. What else you got?
Really like his I really like his 3+ assists here too for like a builder. If you wanted to just run
Yes.
3+ assists in a builder, I love that.
Yeah, look at this.
So
Every single game since he's been back. Yeah, that's awesome. I believe. Did you have anything else?
nope, I didn't have anything else
No.
from that one.
All right. Let me run through my list here because we got a couple games here where. Yeah, here's the other one, and this will lead us into another play. So we like, speaking of assists from this game, Scotty Barnes. Just mentioned him a little bit earlier. He is, the offense does run through him, and if you see here, leaving out the first two games of the season, with obviously minutes down. This one, second game of the season, he did play 36, didn't get there. But since then, 6+ assists in every single game. And you see recently 10, 9, and 9 potential assists, 19, 15, and 16 over his last 3 games. So he is doing the playmaking for the Raptors. Love this spot. You can look at assists against I don't know where you classify him. I'm sorry, against OKC. I have a feeling, the assists are not great, right? You see, like matchup wise, DVP, power forwards, second worst matchup, small forwards, 12th, shooting guards, 4th. So not great overall, but I have a feeling that with the strong defense that OKC plays, and him having the ball so much in his hand, he's going to be forced to pass a bit more in this matchup here. And you see, last season he played OKC on February 4th. RJ Barrett was already on the team then. Did have 9 assists against this OKC team in February last season. So nice comp there. So I like Scotty Barnes for 6 assists. And moving over to, I only have one play from this Phoenix New Orleans game, but we're going to keep the assist. Another guy for 6 assists. Tyus Jones, 6 assists. We can take a look with him without Kevin Durant, who's out again. And you can see 6 assists he's done in 5 of 6 games this season without KD. And you look at the last 3, 11, 8, and 10. So you put Tyus Jones, 6 assists, Scotty Barnes, 6 assists, plus 103 on FanDuel. Another beautiful, basically even money 2-leg builder for tonight's NBA action. Love that one.
Yep, love it.
You didn't have anything from this game, right?
Nope, I didn't.
Nope. All right. What do we have left? The Knicks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Knicks, yes. All right. Let's take a look at the Knicks. I actually don't have anything for this Knicks game, so I am curious to see what you got.
Yeah, so I'm taking Mikal Bridges for points, rebounds, and assists. I got him at over 20.5 for minus 115 on Bet365 this morning. It looks like it's bumped up to even 22.5. Maybe BetMGM you can get it at 20.
Yeah.
So really like this spot. If you go down to 28.5, head to head's done pretty well. Last
we
game
we played him. We played him. This was the day after Thanksgiving. We had him in a builder with for points for, I don't know, 14 points or something like that, and he didn't get there. So I like exactly. I like the bounce back spot here.
Yeah. And then one thing I also looked at too, if you just click on home this season, he's cleared in every single game at home so far this season. So really like that spot for him. Even recent matchups, a lot of small forwards have been clearing against Charlotte. So just
Paul
looking
George,
at several recent ones. Paul George 39, Hunter had 21. I guess they have Hart also as a small forward, but just several of the your bigger named, even Ben Simmons cleared. If Ben Simmons can clear, he can. So I like him in the bounce back spot too. He didn't have a great game out last time. His attempts, he only had 10 field goal attempts, but he shot 3 of 10, and it's not a great game. So
it was just an off game, like you said, day after Thanksgiving. Too much turkey, too much celebrating, whatever he did. Yep.
Yeah. So I really
Nice.
like this spot, especially with it being at home. His consistency. It seems like he loves playing in
Yeah,
the
that's
Garden.
beautiful at
So
home. Yeah.
um, anyways,
All
yeah,
right.
really like this spot for
PRA.
him. Yeah, even points are
Nice.
great too. But yeah, points, rebounds,
All right.
assists, really like that spot. So
Nice. Anything else from this one?
that's all I have
That's all, yeah.
from the NBA
All right. I got
right now.
one more real quick. A favorite of ours from last season, Jeremy Sohan. The guy is he's an incredible rebounder for his position. He was in lots of our builders last year for rebounds. You could see, I mean, look at these monster outputs here for rebounds: 12, 10, 12 points too. So we ended up putting both of these together. They were both individually popping in our model. PR 18.5 PR. You could see one of these games, he only played 12 minutes. Bring that up. He's done that in 6 of 7 games. Look at this, averaging 26 PR in those 6 of 7. Yeah, in those 7 games, 26 PR. Wemby is out. Take a look at him without Wemby. See what he's done. Pretty good hit rates there. Without Wemby, I'm not going to play around with the minutes filter, but yeah, 20 of his last 30. 14 of his last 20. I don't know if he gets any better at home or not. Yeah, look at this. Home. 9 of his last 10 home games without Wemby, clearing this line of 18.5 points. So I think this is a great spot for Sohan. Vassell was popping out in the model too a little bit for threes, but we ended up going with Sohan for the points and rebounds over 18.5.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. Now that you say Wemby
Yeah.
is out, I do have one thing I might look at tonight, just for this game. So Chris Paul has a great matchup against Chicago, and with Wemby out, he's done pretty well this season, especially his
For what's
last
that?
2 games. Just go to his point. You can start with his points.
Yeah.
So just go to points, and then without
That Wemby.
or is it showing that?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah. So without Wemby, he's put up 14, 13. Also, look at his assists. Last 2 games that he had, 11 and 10. So I think Chris Paul double might be a good little play. If you look at Chicago defenses, look at their defense as well. Look at the DVP matchup against them for point guards: 28th points, 30th assists. So I think I'm gonna call out a Chris Paul double tonight.
Very nice. I like that. Let's see what he's done against. This is against Chicago, but they're a different team than last year. So, yeah, but he did have double doubles in 2 of his last 3 games against the Bulls. So,
let's see.
There you go. Yeah. All right. Nice. I like that. What were the odds on that? Do you have that?
That's what I'm looking that up right now because I'm very curious. So, as you were saying, Wemby is out. It's plus 210. So actually, some of the books are kind of catching up on this too. But plus 210 is still pretty good.
Yeah. All right.
Also if he could probably knock it down at 3 as well if you just want to put 10, 10, and 1 and get a boost on somewhere.
Threes against Chicago are definitely a way to go. A lot of 3-point attempts against the Bulls. All right. I think that wraps up NBA. Let's head over and take a look at this awesome Thursday night football game between the Lions and the Packers, NFC North division rivals. Let's see. We got Detroit at home, 3.5-point favorites at home to the Packers. Total is 51.5. Not too many game totals over 50 so far this season. I think you can count them on one hand probably. So this is shaping up to be an awesome Thursday night football game. Where'd you end up going in this game, Jordan?
First play I saw that I really liked was Montgomery receiving yards.
Oh, same play, man. That's our play too.
Let's go for it then.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually got him at 15 and a half receiving
Wow.
yards, which actually puts him clearing in. I think I was on Hard Rock. If you have that, I think it's also on
Mhm.
Fanatics for 15 and a half. If not, yeah, it looks. I think BetMGM has him at 15 and a half for like minus 135. But if you have him at 15 and a half, he's cleared in 8 of his last 10,
Yep.
5 straight. And then also that defense is not so good against running backs. I
Yeah.
think, they brought over what's his name? Salah. They brought Salah over as like a
They
defensive
did.
advisor or
They did to
whatever.
Green Bay. Yeah.
And one of the things that the Jets defense did, remembering his days as a coordinator there,
Do
they
we have
allowed a
to?
lot of receiving yards to running backs and tight ends,
Yep.
but
Yes,
like
they did.
receivers locked down. And
Yep.
so that's you kind of see that happening with Green Bay now. You see his influence on that. They Green Bay ranks 27th versus running backs in receiving yards, and even like the last few that have faced him have done pretty well.
Right there.
Achan's done well. He's
Yep.
gonna always eat in that Miami offense, but McCaffrey 37, Montgomery last time they faced him 23 receiving yards. Um,
Poor
it's
Christian
so funny because
McCaffrey. God, sorry.
yeah, yeah, everybody that drafted him with the 1-1, there's that, like, I think it's Interstellar or whatever, that clip from that movie where it's Matthew McConaughey's character like pounding on the
Uh,
glass, like, no, no, like it's like everyone who drafted him with the 1-1 is like doing
yes.
that now.
Why they were
Oh
even
man.
playing him in that game in Buffalo is just
It's so stupid.
crazy. But yeah.
It's so
Anyway.
stupid. Mismanagement of players. Gosh.
Yeah.
Anyways. But yeah, I
Yeah,
really like
I
this
love this.
play.
I love it even at 17. Dave and I did it at 17 and a half on FanDuel. Look at Fanatics. I don't know if that's real or not. 20 and a half minus 140. But anyway, so yeah, 17 and a half. Look at the last 2 weeks, 36. 4 of his last 5. I love that this game also is in Detroit, in the dome. So weather's not a factor. It should be this is shaping up to be a explosive game. 3 targets in each of his last 2 home games. So yeah, love this one as well. Where else? Where else were you in this game?
Let's go the other running back from Detroit, and I'm actually going to hit Gibbs.
Oh, Gibbs.
Um,
Okay.
and I like his long rush. I've been hitting this the last few games. I got it at 17 and a half. Where did I get that at? Over at
BetMGM.
BetMGM,
Yeah.
minus 125. So I've hit that, and he's hit that in 8 out of his last 10, 9 out of 12 so far this season. And even just looking at home, he's hit that in 5 straight at home,
Oh, nice.
clearing 20 and 5 straight as well.
Oh,
So
I like that. Because then
um,
even if you can't get it at 17 and a half anymore, 18 and a half, because it looks like it's minus 150 on BetMGM at 17 and a half now. So even the 18 and a half, I mean, he's besides week 1, hasn't had a rush less than 20 yards in his last 5 home games. That's beautiful.
Yep. Yep. And his last matchup against Green Bay, too, he had an 18-yard rush. So 17 and a half, really like that just because of that.
Gotcha.
So, and yeah. So, and also just looking at the matchup there, 21st versus or rush longs.
Yep,
There's
right
some running
there.
backs who have
Yep.
actually had some pretty, big breakaway runs. Swift had one. Mixon had a 32-yarder. Kyron Williams 30-yarder. Even going to earlier this season, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley both had some big ones. So
Yeah.
he's certainly capable of breaking a big one. He's just as
Feels like he
explosive as
will
those
tonight
guys.
in this game. Yeah, I like this one. Feels
Yeah,
like he really has a nice long one in him tonight.
yeah.
I like that.
Even look at prime time too. I just clicked on prime time since it's this is a island game and everything. Um, just this season he's oh, that's weird. It shows on mine that 3 games or 4 games they played in prime time. He's cleared in 3 out of 4.
I don't know why that's only showing 2. Huh.
Yeah, because I think they played the Seattle game was in prime time. Houston game was in prime time. Oh, is that showing just against Green Bay or just against the division? It's weird.
Yeah, Chicago and Green Bay. I don't know. I don't know why, but yeah, it was Green Bay last season at home in Detroit, 23.
Yeah, so I really like this spot. I think he's gonna get that done. Yeah, what else did you have
Nice.
in this game?
The other one was just a builder. So I tried on Thanksgiving, cash with a beautiful Goff, Caleb Williams, right? That's what they played the Bears, right? Am I remembering that? Yeah. So it was Goff, 200 yards and 1 touchdown. Caleb Williams, 200 yards, 1 touchdown. But that was like almost even money that cashed easily. So I tried to recreate that here for this game. 200 and 200 apiece for Goff and Love, and 1 touchdown apiece. But it's minus 138, which I don't mind. But I know a lot of people are not so interested in minus 138 4-leg parlays. So Dave and I reworked it a little bit. One way you could, if you wanted to add a 5th leg, let's hold on. Let's take a step back and just look at this season here. So Goff, you could see 200. There he is for 2. In one game, he had 199. If you look at him at home, 5 of 6 at home. Jordan Love will do the same thing. Let's take home off. He's had 200. What is this? In 8 of 10 games. One game at 196. So 200 yards is very good for both of them. Passing touchdowns. Again, you can see 1 passing touchdown. 8 of 10 for Love. Goff, 10 of 12 at home. There you go. Look at these last few there. So I like, if you don't mind minus 138, that's one way to play it. If you wanted to get that up closer to even money, you just tack on a David Montgomery, 25 rushing yards, which you see he's done in every single game this season.
Love that.
That'll get you to minus 105. I know some people might also not like a 5-legger here. So what we did is we took the touchdowns out. This is ultimately the play we decided to go on. We took the touchdowns out. We just went with Goff 200 passing yards, Jordan Love 200 passing yards, David Montgomery 25 rushing yards, and Josh Jacobs 40 rushing yards, which he's also done in every single game this season. That is minus 107 on FanDuel. Yeah.
Love that. Yep.
So nice. Yeah. Beautiful hit rates on all of them, the running backs, every single game. So what's not to love? Anything else from this game for you?
Yeah, I've got another longest play. I'm going with longest pass completion. So where's that at?
Right, here? Longest pass completion. All right, where is that longest pass? There we go.
There it is. Yep. So I'm actually playing Jordan Love in this. Yeah. Josh Jacobs isn't going to hit his line on that. So I'm going to take the under on Josh Jacobs. But yeah, Jordan Love, he's cleared this in 8 out of 10 this year. And even just looking at his away games,
look at that.
He's easily clearing in his away games. Something I also looked at was I just clicked on primetime games, 2 primetime games this season that he's played in.
Why? It's only showing 1 here. That's weird.
Yeah, because he played Philly in primetime earlier this year, the first game of the year where he got injured. Yeah. But he had 70 in that game and then 49 in this past game versus Miami. The Detroit defense, we know they are giving up a lot of pass yards to quarterbacks.
Yes.
Giving them up in chunks. And so really like this, even looking at recent quarterbacks who have faced but Detroit rather.
Yeah.
Williams only had 31, but Anthony Richardson 39, Stroud 36, Jordan Love cleared it last time, 41 yards. Even Mason Rudolph had 47-yard completion.
Darnold.
And then Sam Darnold in his resurrection years cleared it. So
yeah,
really like this little spot. And he's done really well on the road and just overall this season. It seems like Green Bay's, as far as receivers, they're so tricky to figure out. It's like which receiver is going to go off, who's going to have
you can't figure it. I've given up on trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, I just, that's how I am. I'm like, I'm not going to take a receiver for anything in this game from Green Bay. I'm just going to take Jordan Love because he's going to find somebody.
Yes.
So yeah, They're very much the like, we don't have a number one receiver, but like the
Mhm.
Moneyball thing will like recreate them in the aggregate. That's what they're doing.
Yes.
So
Yep. Yep.
it works
Yeah,
for them.
definitely. It does. It does. It does. And yeah, just stick with Jordan Love. Dave was making a comment before we went on that these are like my two. That he said I have an unhealthy obsession with both Jordan Love and Jared Goff. It seems like I play something on them like every single week. So this I'm really looking forward to this game. This should be a good one. Two of my favorite quarterbacks to bet on, and you can see why. So
Yep.
this one should be a fun one tonight. A couple good NBA games. I think that that does it, right? Unless you had anything else?
No, we're
No,
good.
no. All right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in. We got some good stuff to go through here. We got all these picks and more up in the Discord, so feel free to come join us. We are crushing. I think up. I gave out the stats on our Dub Club stream yesterday. I think we were up 80 units in November. 53 of which were from NBA alone. So just absolutely crushing it. So come on and join us. It's fun. But go through these, pick your favorite ones, lock them in, and let's all make some money.
Let's do it.